So glad to be here. How much time do I have? Half an hour, give me 5:25, okay? All right, I am really glad to be here. My best friend, Tanya, told me last night that the first time she met me, that I had just brushed her off. I am still really sorry about that. What she doesn't know is that was my first real speaking engagement on a big stage in front of hundreds of people, and I was just relieved to be done. So I love you. My name is Toni Harris, and I am the turnaround queen. Why do I call myself the turnaround queen? Because I help you turn things around personally, professionally, and financially by taking what I call drastic steps. Now, how did I become the drastic stepper? Because I've taken so many drastic steps in my life, I actually had to write a book about it. Sometimes you have to take a drastic step to turn your life around. Would you agree? Yes. Absolutely, whether it's your personal life or your business life. And if you look at the back of my book, and this is a compilation book of stories of people who've taken drastic steps in their life. And if you look at the back of my book, you'll see that was me. I used to weigh 242 pounds twice. Lost 90 pounds and then gained it all back plus 10. Because they always say you have to gain 10 more. And then lost it again by taking drastic steps. So today I'm going to talk to you about taking drastic steps in your business, implementing a relationship management tool, email, and social media marketing. Now, how many of you think that implementing social media in your business is drastic? Yeah, because it's kind of uncomfortable, and it takes a lot of time and energy to manage. We've heard a lot about relationships over the last 2 days, and nothing, do you hear me say, nothing beats the face-to-face relationship. But our world is much bigger now than this. Our world is huge. And in order to manage that, we have to be able to use the electronic means that's been given to us, right? So we're going to talk about today how to use electronics to stay connected to the people who are in your network. Now, I am a representative with Constant Contact. It's just one of the things that I do because I'm a serial entrepreneur. And I joined Constant Contact in November 2012. They came to me at a time in my life when I needed to take drastic steps personally. They came to me, in fact, I got certified as a trainer with them, and the officer who certifies people called me the first day to congratulate me, and that was on November 1st, 2012. How do I remember that day? Because that was the day my husband died. And I did not know what I was going to do because I quit my lucrative career as a financial advisor in order to take care of him. And so I decided I needed to do something different with my life, and Constant Contact came into my life at the right time. Well, I have been a customer of theirs for 4 years. It had turned my business around and helped me to grow my speaking platform from local to global. And so I was happy to join them. So if you decide to work with me and I challenge you to take drastic steps, it's because that's what I have done. And last year, 2013, I was their Rookie of the Year, coming off of my husband's death. So that's just a little bit about me. You'll learn more as we get to know each other and build what? Relationship. So here's some electronic relationship tools. Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Most of us know about those. How many of you are using Facebook for business? Great. Okay. LinkedIn is the business-to-business site, and Twitter is, what the heck is Twitter? What the heck? It's a bunch of tweets, right? What's a tweet? Tweet is a blurb. Like this morning, I blurb getting ready to speak at the Austin Board of Realtors on email and social media marketing. 160 characters. For some of us long-winded folks, that is really, really tough. But it just allows you to, and it's fast moving, so it just allows you to get a blurb out about who you are and what you're doing. When Mike was speaking yesterday, wasn't he great? I really enjoyed a lot of the little tips or tweets he was giving. He didn't even know he was giving tweets. And while he was talking, I was tweeting some of the fantastic things that he said. Okay? And so now he'll never forget this face. And he's a pretty cool dude. So now I can just say Toni Harris, the tweeter, is calling you, and he'll remember me. Does that make sense? So use Twitter to really start connecting with people. Pinterest, Instagram, and YouTube. Who's using Pinterest? As realtors, you should be using Pinterest. Are you posting pictures of your homes? Pinterest is a image-based system. I personally don't use Pinterest, and I should because I'm a speaker and those pictures should upload, but I personally, like you, can't do it all. And I've chosen on purpose not to do Pinterest today. Things will change, but not today. Instagram, the kids are using, and as soon as when we came to Facebook, they ran over to something else, and Instagram is it. And I'm not interested, I just can't. But YouTube, can talk about YouTube? YouTube is key to your business. And so we're going to talk about how to integrate these in your email marketing. But the catalyst to all of it is email. Why do I say that? Who has an email account? Everybody has it. How many of you have 2 email accounts? Keep your hands up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at this. Fortunately, they allow forwarding and they can all go to one email account. But the point is, we all have email. Now, how many of you have email on a mobile device, phone, tablet? How many of you are checking that email no less than every time you stop at a traffic light? Yeah. Stop it now. You're the one I was driving behind yesterday. But if we're doing that, guess what our prospects and the people we network with and the people we're trying to build relationships with and our customers, what are they doing? The exact same thing. They're in their email all day long. So the thing about social media versus email, I'm in my email all day long. I've already checked email at least 10 times this morning. If you put a message in my inbox, I'm sure to see it. If you post something to Facebook and I'm working, I missed it. I'm not going to look for it, right? So the difference between social media and email is that email is where people are all day long. Ask anybody who's dropped their phone in the toilet, right? So if that's where people are, then that's where you need to connect with them. Out of 6 billion people on the planet, 4.8 billion have a mobile device. Do you believe that? Only 4.2 billion have a toothbrush. 38% of people's statistics tell us that 38% of people are checking their email on their mobile devices. I would say 100%. I think that's an old stat, okay? So want to make sure that your emails reach people where they are and that they're mobile friendly. So some of the goals for your marketing is to reach new customers, drive repeat business, nurture your prospects, nurture those relationships you get when you're out networking, and engage members and advocates. Now, marketing has changed. Traditional marketing used to be more about spending time, money, and energy on finding clients. Then you spend a little less on converting those clients and a lot less on keeping. Why? Because people used to be loyal. They used to say, that's my coffee lady. I'm not going to buy Folgers, period. But does that happen today? Absolutely not. People can be swayed at the drop of a hat for that much little bit of discount. Right? Ask the gecko, ask the pig, ask the now elephant insurance. What? So we have to stay in front of people to keep our clients. Because if we don't, they won't remember we're there when they need us. Now, real estate business is all about timing, is that right? You have to reach people when they are ready to buy or sell. And if you're not in front of them, the next person that hands them a real estate business card gets the business. So how do you stay in front of them? With a monthly newsletter that engages them, with connecting with them on social media, and posting things, just general statistics and stuff about the real estate industry. And I'm picking on real estate now because that's why we're here. So, but it doesn't matter what industry you're in, you want to be the expert. Now, the other thing is that emails need to look good. They need to attract people. Is looking good all that's necessary? No. You need to also, it's not just enough to be communicating with the people that are your customers or who already love you, which is great and you have to, but the bottom line is you want to try and get into their network. So I send you an email. You love what I'm talking about. You click the Facebook icon and share it with your network. Now we're talking about power. Because people that connect with you on Facebook see me. And now they can join my list by clicking on the newsletter. They can join my list and engage with me. So the power of using an email service provider like Constant Contact, and there's a ton out there, okay, but I'm talking about Constant Contact today, and that is, the power is getting into other people's networks. And then having them connect with you by putting your icons into the email. Now, what kind of campaigns can you run? Welcome campaigns, welcome to my list, discussions, offers and promotions. You can use it to build your network. You can do open houses and events, and you can show houses. Y'all still do open houses? Yes? Okay. Do you use email marketing to drive people to those open houses? That's another way. Now, what do you write about? This is the first obstacle that people have when it comes to doing email marketing. What the heck am I going to say from month to month or week to week? You write about what you know that other people don't. Write about what you know that they don't. So you know how the trends of the housing market. Write about that. You know what maintenance or what cosmetic things need to be done to sell a house quickly. Write about that. The thing is that a lot of us think because we know it, everybody else knows it, which is just not true. So educate your audience. What you have access to that they don't. You have access to MLS listings, right? You have access to great title companies, right? Great mortgage companies, right? They don't have access to that. So you need to be the expert and tell them, how do you find a great mortgage lender, right? So that is what you write about in your newsletters and your e-zines. Original is not required. You're going to see that in a few minutes. Just need to be interesting and relevant. Less is more when you're talking about a newsletter. Don't write me a dissertation. I'm not going to read it. Better yet, make it focused and use video. Use video. Sound like a broken record in here, I think, don't we? Okay? So what videos do you use? You create a video with you giving 2 minutes or less of content on how to choose the right mortgage lender. Without saying, pick me, you're just educating. Kind of like I am here. Everything I'm saying here can apply to whoever you use as a email service provider. Okay? So you give 2 minutes or less content on, what the real estate industry, how the real estate industry is changing. Okay? Or the second video you can use in your emails is testimonials. You got somebody approved that had good credit. 30 seconds on the camera that says, my credit sucks, but Mark helped me get my home loan. Okay, maybe not that language, but the bottom line is 30 seconds of that emailed out to your newsletter list, shared on social media, goes a long way to help you get the publicity. And yes, YouTube is the engine that helps connect all this together. Does this make sense? Yeah. Great. And remember, 38% of people are looking at their stuff on a mobile phone, so keep it short. Use pictures. When you do a Facebook post plus a picture, you get 100% more engagement. If you use a post plus, the first one was video, picture is 120%, and the third one is a photo album, 180% more engagement. So you're listing a house, post a photo album of that house. Is that allowed?
Yes.
Absolutely. Post a photo album of that house or the video of that house on your social media. And do all the platforms. Email and social. So you amplify your email by connecting it to social media. So when I send out a newsletter, inside of Constant Contact, I can schedule it to automatically hit my Facebook, my Twitter, and my LinkedIn account at the exact same time. And it puts a link there so that people can open it and it shows up in a web page. That's powerful. And then you take your social media and drive people to your email list. And you use social media to grow your list. Now, later, or never. 3 little words that can rule your marketing world. First thing is, who's the email from? How many of you will open an email regardless if it's from Ken Renner? Doesn't matter what it says, because you trust and know Ken, right? So make sure your emails say who they're from. Don't make it say Remax Realty. Who is that? Right? There's a ton. So make sure you have it as yourself. What's the subject? People will open an email if your subject is compelling. I once had I have a networking friend, and she sent out an email that says, I'm going out of business. I was like, doing the Matrix, slow motion, opening her email because I don't want to see my friend go out of business. Well, she's a small business coach. And what she was saying is, when I opened it up and calmed down, I hate to hear when my clients say, I'm going out of business. So use a little bit of shock factor in your subject. And when we do my coaching, I actually coach you on how to get a compelling subject and headline to open emails. And then when do you send your communication, which is very important, you just have to know your audience. I have a client whose audience was teachers, so she would only send her emails at 7 in the morning or 4 in the afternoon. Don't send them when you don't think your audience will be listening. So you have to test that out as well to find out. Now, how will you be most recognizable? Make sure you carry your brand throughout all your social media and your emails. So my emails are from Toni Harris - the Turnaround Queen. Okay, so we make that my brand and it's throughout my social media. Who knows about the Canned Spam Act? Okay, very good. That not enough hands went up. This is very important. If you don't learn anything else from me today, hear this. There's a right way and a wrong way to do email marketing. The wrong way is when you sit down to your computer, You're in Yahoo, Gmail, Hotmail, whichever one of those systems you use, Outlook. You click to, you address the email to yourself, and you blind copy the people on your list. Then you attach your open house flyer and you say, come to my open house. And then you click send. You've just violated the CAN-SPAM Act. Not to mention, you don't look like you're really in business because you don't have a branded, pretty email with all your logos and pictures. You can't do videos this way. There's just lots of limitations of doing email in that way. But why do you think you violated the CAN-SPAM Act? Does anybody who raised their hand know any of the rules of the CAN-SPAM Act?
No opt-out.
No opt-out. That's by and large the primary reason that that's a violation. You must give people a way to get off of your list. Unsubscribe or opt out. And by using the method I just described, they don't have a way to get off. So what happens is, in that method, I reply, hey Tanya, I love you, but my email box is full, can you take me off your list? And Tanya says, yeah, sure, girl, I understand, mine is full too. And the next time Tanya sends an email, because she's 29, she copies the blind copy from the previous email into the new email and pastes it and sends it out, and ooh, I forgot to take Toni off. And now I'm angry. And if I wanted to, I could report Tanya to the FTC because she's harassing me at this point, and the fine can be up to $16,000 per email. Because that's the FTC and they need money, so why not? So don't violate the CAN-SPAM Act. Now that's just one thing. Google it. There's 8 things that you must have if you're going to use email for marketing. So do it the right way and look great. Be branded. Be consistent. Make things look good. This is a Facebook example from a realtor, Sylvester Garcia, who he's one of my 3,500 friends on Facebook. And I happened to go to his page because I knew I was presenting here and I wanted to see if he was using it the right way. And he was. So I messaged him and said, I'm doing a presentation, can I use you as an example? And he said, absolutely. Well, it turns out we actually had a one-on-one over Ubu. Anybody know Ubu? Ubu is a competitor to Skype. So we had a one-on-one over Ubu, and he's now going to be a client as a result of me just reaching out to him and having a simple instant message conversation with him. That's the way you take social media and make it real. So he actually is using it, and he's showing a house. He said from $40,000 to castles. I love that. And then Kiki, who is in my network, Kiki has her own page. And so she is using it to market herself. Now here's the Twitter. Here's the tweets. Open house. A little description of the open house. And a link to where they can find more details. Okay? And then here's a newsletter. Do you have different home buying habits than your parents or children? I've been given the high five sign, so I'm going to move through. Social media use automated tools. Hootsuite. Has anybody mentioned Hootsuite in the last 2 days? So Hootsuite.com, Hootsuite, is the platform that will allow you to post one tweet or one thing, and it goes to all of your social medias at one time. I love that. So you can post one thing and it all posts at one time. I will send you all this presentation since I'm moving through pretty quickly. The simple share in constant contact again allows you to, when your newsletter goes out, it automatically shares on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And then Constant Contact has some great tools to build your list. You can put an app, there's an app in Facebook, and then when people come to your Facebook page, on your business page, they click join my list, they can join your list from Facebook. You can also add a link to your website, and you can create a form. You can have people scan a QR code to join your list, and you can have people text to join your list, which is very powerful. And you can print that on flyers, okay? So, and there's Hootsuite. So I'm tweeting right now, it says, and I probably am. Are there any questions about email marketing and social media marketing and how it can help your business? Yes?
Can you talk a bit, you mentioned Hootsuite's great for getting the same message out. Would you talk briefly about maybe why you should have different messages on different platforms?
Absolutely. So you're exactly right. Your Twitter message is going to be succinct and short. And it is fast moving. So anything where people have to get a lot of information, that's not the place for it. You also want to, in Facebook, you can put longer posts, you can create notes, and then you can drive people to those notes. So Facebook is more of a conversational space. And then LinkedIn is business to business. I'm not going to put anything on there that's fun. It's going to be all about how I can help people improve their business. So thank you for asking that. It's Scott, right? Very good. Another question. Yes?
As far as the like constant contact where it's going, where they're sending out emails and things like that, is it just that we have to come up with the content, or is it something where we can put it up to where?
Okay. So content, yes. You have to do your own content. Or you can hire someone like me and my company to help you with your content.
So with your company, you guys can actually come up with
right. Right. You and I will consult on what you want to send, what month, and then we would give it to you to look it over, and then you would determine, yes, that's good, let's go with it.
Okay.
Contacts. Contact does not like it when you have a lot of spams and buy lists. Do not buy lists anyway. It's not a good practice. As Patty told you yesterday, you really want to get permission-based lists. Constant contact, besides email marketing, that's all I have time for today, but we have social campaigns, which helps you to grow your likes on Facebook. We have Event Spot. If you're giving events, if you're having open houses and you need to register people and collect money or what have you, Event Spot's a perfect place to do that, and we don't charge a per ticket charge like Eventbrite. It's really affordable, so that's a good place to be. And then online surveys. When you sell a house, do you survey the buyer or the seller? Sending out surveys in your business can help you grow your business. Now, I'm not going to run this video. It's a 2-minute video, but it talks about a website match. If you are a new customer to Constant Contact, we will build a template that looks just like your website. So your newsletter will actually click through to your website, because how many of you have realized you can build it, but they won't come? So we will create a template that is totally branded with your colors, your logos, looks just like your website. And if you're interested in that, you can come see me. I'd love to get you started. How many customers do we already have? I know I have several Constant Contact. Wonderful. And a lot of you are loving us, and we appreciate that. How many of you that are already customers think you're using it to the full? Yeah, about one. All right. So I'm going to make you an offer as well that you probably will like. Month to month, no contract. Sign up as a new customer and get a free website match. Okay, so if you're a new customer, we'll do that whole branding template for you for free. Get a significant discount when you prepay for a year. There's no risk because there's a money-back guarantee. But Constant Contact customers love it a lot. Now, how much is it? 0 to 500 contacts. We charge you by the contact. It's $15 a month. Plus $5 for the graphics library, which allows you to upload 250 megs of your own images and 4,000 stock images. Can you buy stamps to 500 people for $15? No. Okay, and plus direct mail, not really the way to go anymore. And up to 2,500 contacts is $35 a month, 30 plus 5. Are there any questions on the pricing? It's pretty straightforward. But I'm going to offer my own bonuses. I am releasing a book at the end of it's at the printer right now. Yay, my third book on sort of success with email marketing. 55 tips to have successful email marketing campaigns. If you sign up today, I will do a training webinar, a live training webinar. It'll be on February 8th from 9 to 11. If you cannot make the webinar, it will be recorded, and I will give you the recording if you sign up today as a bonus. Okay? For those of you who already have an account, come see me if you feel like you need the webinar, and we'll talk about how to get you into the webinar as well. And 30-minute coaching call with me. Okay, a 30-minute coaching call with me. So if you feel like you need to implement a strategy to stay in front of all these contacts and relationships you're building, then Constant Contact is a way to do that. My son passed out a survey. On the survey, please tell me what more I could have done. Okay, I could have had more time, we know that. But what more I could have done, or what you like about what I had to say. If you're motivated to get started, on the back is a credit card authorization form. You can go ahead and fill that out, and I'll set up your account and then send you your login information. On the front is a 60-day free trial. So you might want to try it out. Now it's a limited use trial. So know that you're not going to get all the functionality. And for 20 bucks, you might as well get started and cancel it if you don't like it. Because you need the full functionality to really see the power. And the bottom line, the power, which I didn't even mention, is that you can see who opened your email, the date, the time, who clicked on what links in the email, who forwarded it, who shared it. Valuable, powerful information. Any questions, thoughts, comments? Tracy, were you going to say something?
I was going to pull up your app.
You're going to pull up the app? So tell them what you told me this morning.
I get excited every month whenever we send out our newsletter because I'm like sitting here going refresh to see how many people have opened our email, what percentage of them have, and you know what they've clicked on, what listings are hot with them, and then any emails that have bounced back from people that we may not have stayed with.
That's right.
So it gives us a good list of who to call.
And it's power, that's what you pay for, and that's all included in the price. And during my training, I teach you all about that, okay, and how to use it to grow your business. So, if there are no further questions, I am flat out of time, but this is Toni Harris, the Turnaround Queen, saying take a drastic step today, like starting your email and social media campaigns, for a fantastic tomorrow. Thank you.